Hey guys, this is Lithias, and yeah, I'm just bringing you a video because while I was busy stuffing around on a populated server today, I was just thinking of ways that Deadside can enhance our experience. Personally, for me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the PvP. Except for hit registry and stuff like that, you know, but we know they're working on that. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you my top 10 suggestions for Deadside, and I love for you guys to just down in the comments below, you know, give your ideas. One very important factor is try and suggest things that with what they've done so far, you know, is quite possible. Don't make it too ambitious, you know, like some people would love story modes and NPCs, you know, killing each other and us trying to save NPCs, you know, that are going to be assassinated by the scavs and stuff like that. Yeah, let's focus on gameplay mechanics that can just enhance our experience. So at number 1, I've got a trading system. And what I mean by a trading system, at the moment, when it comes to the right-hand trader in the safe zone, you know, your prices that you get for your items are not too bad, like the time lock, you know, or the code lock that you get 30,000 for. I think that's really, really good value, you know, so you must be happy when you find that item because it's basically giving you the same value as an AR4, you know, or an epic weapon. But yeah, I think they should add like a black market is number 1. I'm not really crazy about the black market idea because I think that, you know, at the end of the day, clans will get the benefit of that. So I'd like more social interaction, you know, amongst players. So yeah, just something, you know, that players can use to trade with one another. And yeah, it will, you know, it will enhance social interaction a bit, and you know, of course, help with player interaction. And yeah, just something so that you've, you know, if you formed missions and stuff, and you've got weapons, you know, that you want to sell, that you know, you can sell it so that the other player doesn't have to go spend 150,000 at the shop. And I think, you know, I think it will just enhance player action a bit, you know, so that you can get more value for the items that you've got, especially, you know, especially if you get you know, a lot of the same items. If you're unlucky enough to get the same items at a mission, you know, it will really help you to, you know, get the most value out of the mission that you did. So yeah, I'm really open to any ideas, you know, that you guys have. I think it will, you know, I think it will help a lot with a trading system. So yeah, I really feel a trading system is number 1. And then when it comes to the base building, I've built quite a few bases in the 200, you know, the 200 plus hours that I've gotten on Deadside. But I must say the time that it takes, you know, to craft something is it's not really a fun experience, okay? Yeah, everything takes long, you know, it takes long to craft the parts. So what I was thinking right when the game started is that the electric saw and then the electric drill will be items that can help you with the base building, okay? And I mean, they added those parts so that we can sell it, but I mean, you know, there's much faster ways to gain money. So that's basically just like a small little lucky packet. But what I think is you know, if they can let the electric saw and the drill, you know, like the drill must maybe speed up your crafting by 5 or 10 times, you know, like a flat multiplier, and an electric saw must increase the amount of wood that you get from trees. You know, they can even add a third tool, you know, so crafting items is faster with, you know, a certain item, and then constructing, you know, placing down items is faster with another item. So I think like three special construction items, you know, that will help us quite a bit. I think that will be quite exciting. So yeah, if you guys have got any ideas, you know, just leave it down in the comments below, what you think of it, you know, if you think that will be a cool feature. And then a scrap option, you know, if you want to change your base location, you know, or you're not very happy with the way you've built your base, then especially if you've built a very large base, okay, then I feel the packing up mechanic is very tedious, so it's something that you rather, you know, don't want to do. But yeah, just, you know, just tell me what you guys think about it. And yeah, basically it's like a fast scrapping mechanic, so that you can scrap your wall or your roof or any part and you get a few resources from it. Or maybe, you know, no resources. You know, if you want to pack it up, then that mechanic is still there, you know, that you can take your time. But if you just want to scrap your base, you know, as fast as possible, then I feel that must be an option, okay, for us to be able to scrap our bases as soon as possible. Just making, you know, just a few quality of life changes that I think will make the world of difference. And I do not know where the AI is. And yeah, more items for bases. You know, at the moment, you can build a base that's very cool, but I'd love crafting stations, you know, in bases. You know, a bigger reason to have a base. You know, like a crafting station, they're probably going to bring animals, you know, into the game later. They're going to bring vehicles into the game later. You know, so that they can already plan like you know, like a mechanical workshop for your vehicle where you can repair your vehicle or add upgrades on it, you know. And I really feel they should add those to bases. They mustn't make it certain points that you can go to, you know, to upgrade your vehicle or whatever the case may be. I really feel, you know, that should be a base feature. It should be an incentive for you, you know, to go and upgrade your base. And yeah, more items in your base, you know, something to just make it feel homey. I mean, the fireplace is really cool, you know, I really like the fireplace, but you know, anything else that just helps us, you know, to spend more time at our base. And, you know, especially people that love spending a lot of time on their bases, you know, just to reward them a bit for spending that time at the, you know, at the base. And, okay. So the mission ended. Okay, that's very interesting. But yeah, you know, just more items for your bases. Then the one thing that bothers me a bit is a certain bug. Yeah, you know, is a certain bug that when you die, yeah, a certain bug that when you die and you log out, you know, that you lose your body, because sometimes your body glitches through the ground, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people, that get triggered very, very easily. So I think they should really focus on things like that so that people don't get triggered, and lose everything that they've worked so hard for. I mean, especially, if you've just got a bunch of top tier gear, they should really focus on that. Sorry guys, running into quite a bit of AIs here. So that's definitely one thing, that definitely bothers me, and it can make people rage quit. So, I mean, you can enter any server and you'll see a bunch of bodies, okay? So all I want is, just like those bodies stay in the world, I want our bodies to stay in the world as well, okay? I feel that is a very important mechanic. So, yeah, if they can do that, it's going to help a heck of a lot. Oh my word. And then the next thing is bosses and sniper AI options. Okay, I would really love bosses, and I don't just mean at missions, guys. We are used to these AIs that I'm running into at the moment. Okay, it's great in the beginning, but after a while, they don't really pose a threat, especially when you're geared up. And I think, they mentioned something like PvE servers, but I really think it's important to liven up the world, to give people more random threats. So, if you can add bosses and snipers, it's going to help a heck of a lot, because when you're geared, there isn't really an AI threat. And I mean, for new players, sure, the AI is extremely, is a threat for new players, but I mean, not really for anyone else. Okay, when you're geared, there's nothing there. So like random snipers, you like, I'm running here and a lone sniper is in the hills. Just random snipers, maybe with 2 or 3 scavs with him, but just a sniper there that can give you a heart attack, or a random gang that you run into with a boss. It doesn't necessarily have to be at a mission. It can be close to the military zones or the tents or the military base, or close to a mission areas, so that it's a bit more difficult, for people to camp the mission areas. I think that will be a really great option. And then clothing, really badass clothing, armor and helmets. Okay, I've showed you guys how to make, a lot of money, and I really feel that if you earn it, if you focus on surviving and, really put some effort into it, I really feel you should be able to buy clothing like Mad Max, not necessarily Mad Max clothing, but I'm thinking like a full metal helmet, or I know they're going to add like plates that you can add to the armor, but like, really cool plates with designs on it and shit like that, that makes you look, extremely awesome. Of course, if somebody kills you, it's bad, but that clothing and that armor, like plates on your legs, that I've said, that your legs aren't weak, and really unique clothing, which gives you bragging rights and which makes you really cool and which gives you a reward for all the work that you've done, okay? Because unfortunately, if you're a PvP pro and you're running around, or if you've survived for very, very long, all the items, all the clothing, and nothing really makes you unique except for, the various clothing items that you can pick up. But I really feel there should be an incentive for high amounts of armor on your head, your chest, your arms, and your legs, something that makes you very, very unique. And they can, and you must be able to buy these items at the shop, and then maybe add skins to it, okay, that can make your clan look very unique. I think, you know, that will really spice up clan battles and stuff like that. And then random traps at missions, guys. At the moment, missions are extremely easy, except if they are being spammed, you know, or you get the Zerg clans all over there. But traps at missions will be really, really cool. Spike traps, landmines, you know, stuff like that. Just various traps that a person can run into that, you know, makes you fear it a bit more, gives the AI a bit of an edge. If they are struggling to implement snipers, you know, or insane bosses, then, you know, add the traps. And then, of course, traps to bases as well. You know, like spikes that you can put next to your walls. I've heard of people, you know, that lost their loot again, you know, where people were glitching through their walls. So, yeah, I really think that, you know, that is a really good option. Yeah, you know, I really think that is a good option to have traps, you know, at bases. I think that will help so that people can't stand next to your wall and try and glitch their head through or do anything funny, you know. It will prevent them from testing stupid things at bases. Okay, and I think that will help a heck of a lot. And, you know, that you don't have to worry about people testing shit at your base, you know, and give your base some defenses and some cool features. And then dedicated servers, this is also possible. I think dedicated servers will be a really cool thing for us to dedicate, you know, for different people to dedicate their own servers, you know, with their souped up PCs, so that we can just see, you know, if we can maybe fix a bit of the hit registry or whatever the case may be, you know, just see if it's the servers or, you know, if it's just in the game engine. But I think a lot of people will want to host their own servers, you know, because they've got a community that they care about, and unfortunately the server performance does influence, you know, their members' experience. So I think dedicators are very important. And then again, AI is definitely the best part of the game, okay, by far for me. So we need more of it. Animals, which they're going to bring in, random events, like I said, snipers, gangs with explosives. I'd love bosses and gangs to throw us with Molotovs. I'd love Molotovs to come into the game with burning damage. I'd love gangs, you know, to throw us with grenades and maybe shoot us with grenade launchers or whatever, you know. Just create more epic battles between PvE and the player. Because more action, you know, just adds up to more fun. But that's it for me, guys. Like I say, just in the comments below, please share your ideas, you know, with me and what you think. And again, try and make it, you know, try and make it realistic and, you know, something that we can really talk about. You know, just something that bothers you. You know, something that you feel is really game breaking for you. A certain aspect of the game, you know, that has let you take a break from Deadside. You know, try and see if, you know, if you could solve the problem, what you would do. But in any case, they are bringing new firearms. They're bringing in new you know, equipment models. They are bringing in new game events. You know, again, new missions with new rewards, the heli crash, you know, the airdrops and stuff like that. And of course, they're going to expand the map. And not expand the map, but they're going to add new points of interest. So what I'm thinking is they're going to be utilizing this part of the map and this part of the map, okay? And then adding new points of interest. So we've got a lot to be excited about. So yeah, in the comments down below, just give me your thoughts. And if you like this video, please press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, and you like content like this, then just do me a favor and click the sub button and the bell button so that you're notified of future videos. Cheers, guys. See you later.